I can go. Okay, that's enough water. That's enough water. Oh, somebody liked it already. Who's even in here? I don't even see anybody in here, Monty. Okay. We're gonna cover the pan in olive oil. Might as well heat it up. Might as well. Okay. I'm not trying to overdo it. Oh, I gotta refill my cute little olive oil bottle. I never put enough in here. Look how cute this is. I got this as a gift. Oh my goodness. There's the olive oil. We're going to refill this. Good evening. Probably not going to chop that much onion or garlic, so I really don't need more than a tablespoon of olive oil. That should do it. Probably get my seasonings ahead of time. I'm gonna need, let's see. I'm gonna need the salt. I'm going to need, ooh, do I want chili powder in there? No, probably not. Garlic parmesan? That might be, no, that's probably too much. Maybe something more simple. Rosemary, no, that's too strong and specific. Oh gosh. Ooh, maybe roasted red peppers. Oh yeah, I think that's a good call. Or I could do, I have some chili from New Mexico. That's like a special red chili. Actually, I think that would be really good. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the special New Mexico chili. And I'm putting the red pepper flakes and the brown sugar back. We don't need those today. So this is what the New Mexico chili looks like. It's actually really cool. I'm making turkey meatballs and pasta. Hi, everybody. I stepped away for a second to grab everything. Okie dokes. Yeah, so I'm gonna make my ground turkey. I've got water that's boiling. I'm not a chef. If anybody is new here, this is not a cooking channel. Just want to make sure I disclose that so no one is confusing it. This is a comedy and podcasting channel onto which I come onto these lives so that new people can discover the podcast because that is my baby that I work so incredibly hard on. And I'm just trying to get it out to the world. So I don't really know what to do on lives. I feel like cooking is a pretty good way to kill two birds with one stone because I can authentically be myself and make dinner. So the chats get weird sometimes. I do my best to pay attention to it. Oh my gosh, it is so hard to get into this garlic. This is like a new bulb. I think I gotta peel it more before I can get to a piece. It's really giving me a freaking hard time. I'm not trying to stab it with my nail either and then have garlic juice all under my nail. I know there's a trick to this about like stabbing it with a fork, but I don't know it. Anyways, thanks for recognizing that what this is. I do just like to warn people in case they tune in here and they're like, is this a cooking channel? It is not. So, upfront disclosure about that. You are not going to see anything that could land me on Top Chef or anywhere near a cooking competition on here. You are just going to see a millennial figuring out 3 days worth of dinner. That's really what's going on here. Turkey has good macros, ground turkey. I don't eat beef. So that's what we're doing. And we're going to add some garlic and onion because I guess those count as vegetables and they're flavorful. So yeah. Um, okay. Ducks Y is doing way too much once again. Doing the most. Doing the most. Let's chill, shall we? Let's have a chill little. What night is it? Thursday. Okay, however much garlic is in here, this is a big chunk. We're just gonna go with it because now that I've peeled it, it's not gonna last. So I'm just gonna have to put a lot of garlic into the turkey, and the turkey is gonna be it's gonna be really flavorful. So I'm excited about that. Monty, stop! My dog is freaking out because he hears other dogs barking, and so that he feels like that's his cue to also bark. Here's a ridiculous story. Here's what I'll share with everybody that's in here. I had multiple snake run-ins this this past week. I found a huge snake. I thought it was a rattlesnake initially. Friday night, I found it in the hallway on my fourth floor apartment. I was coming back with Monty, and I thought my eyes, hi, Saray. I thought my eyes were deceiving me. And lo and behold, there was a freaking giant snake, 4 feet. I'm not exaggerating, being hyperbolic. Monty, quiet. There was a massive, massive snake. So I locked Monty into the apartment when it's safe and I ran downstairs. Hey, quiet. And I thought, can you be quiet, please? I'm telling a story, Monty. Monty, hey, sit. He's being a loon. There's people in the hallway. So, yes, I went to go get security. And after I got quiet, hey, quiet. After I grabbed security, he and I decided that the right thing to do, because we thought it was a rattlesnake, was to call 911. So he's like, can you go downstairs and meet the cops? I'll stay up here on the fourth floor with the snake and I'll keep an eye out on it. Hi, buddy. And so the security guard is watching the snake. It's slithering down the hall. And Monty, I go downstairs, I wait for the police to let them in. One officer gets here. She's like my size. She's this tiny little lady. She's like, I'm not going up there until the snake handler gets here. She's like, there's a snake handler. He's 5 minutes out. We're just going to wait for him. This is a lot of garlic. And so it's Texas. And I'm like, of course, there's a freaking snake handler 5 minutes out. That's the most Texas shit ever. Um, and so there's people in the hallway. Monty's being really loud. I apologize. I'm doing my best about it. To try not to get sidetracked. Anyway, um, so I go downstairs. I meet the first cop. She tells me the second cop is 5 minutes out. Monty, shut the fuck up, please. I put my garlic aside here so I can chop the onion and actually throw that in first so I caramelize it. Yes, I did take a picture of the snake. I have a video of it. That's over on think it's no, I posted it to my story on Instagram, but I haven't posted anything permanent on there yet. So if you're not following me on there, that's normally where like the day-to-day photos end up. Um, can I say hi, Emily? Hi, Emily, even though your name's Anna on there. What's up? So, snake handler gets there, traps the snake. Turns out, snake died during all this because the security guard tried to stop it from going underneath the door and getting out into the hallway where people were like walking underneath and there's open stairs. I mean, who wants a 4 foot snake falling onto them? So, the snake was apparently dead by then. And unfortunately for me, hi, collector. A couple of days later, I saw another snake pop its head out. This time it was outside. At least it wasn't like on my fourth floor walk up. It was outside. And then it was like a whole thing. I had to write a letter to the leasing office, and then I had to go in and see them the next day and be like, I need to know that you're handling the snake. So hopefully, they're supposed to have pest control come out because the snakes are only around because there's food. Um, and so I don't care that you don't care about your snake. It's my channel. Get out of here. What are you, out of your mind? I'm just supposed to say hi to you and stop everything I'm doing. Move it along. That's it's deranged what some people say in these lives. I can't believe it. It's like you're not here for me. You don't care about the podcast. You don't care about comedy. You just want attention. I know that that's what some lives do. I am not that live. I'm here telling a story and promoting the podcast. If that's not for you, no judgment at all. Um, Pretty scary. Yes, Leslie. I couldn't believe that it got up on the fourth floor. That was really the most confusing part. And so I was like, this must just be someone's escaped pet. But then a couple days later, when I saw the next snake outside, I was like, oh, it's just a snake infested building. So now I have to live with that forever and I will never know peace. Okay. I'm going to cut a little bit of this yellow onion next. I'm going to save most of this onion because I'm going to make a French onion soup. Maybe in like 2 days or something when I'm tired of this turkey. And so I think I'm going to save most of the onion for that and only do like a fourth of it for this. All right. I think my water is boiling for my pasta. Yes, it is. So I'm going to get that tossed in. Okay. It's going to be a healthy portion of pasta. I don't really measure. I just do like what fits in my fist. And I'm going to break it in half because it's not that big of a pot and I can't fold it. So I know that the Italians would lose their shit if they knew I was breaking pasta, but I gotta do what I gotta do. We're gonna set the timer to 11 minutes. Give it a nice little stir. And I'm running behind now because I thought I would have the beef cooking in here before I'm making the pasta ready. But I think the live is really distracting. So I'm trying to focus on this. But the snake thing is crazy. Please share your snake experiences. Again, I thought it was a rattlesnake initially. And then that's what the 911 operator said. She thought it was a rattlesnake and that they're poisonous. So that was super scary. And I was freaking out. Um, and so, yeah, that is the big scary snake story. All right. Doing what I can with this onion. I'm not going to use too much. Monty, please. There's people in the hallway. So he is barking up a freaking storm. I cannot believe this little man. Such a loud mouth. Such a little loud mouth. Oh, I dropped onion when she cannot have. We gotta pick that up right away. Dogs can't have onion. Maybe some of you know this. Maybe there's dog owners in the chat. My goodness. Um, Hi, Catherine. Welcome. What's going on with you? Who's not happy? Who's not happy? I don't know what's going on. I missed a second. I'm trying to cook. I gotta focus on my food. I'm leaving the rest of this onion for the French onion soup. So this is gonna be a super small amount that's going in with my ground turkey. And I don't know what the heck is going on with this chat. I think once again it went off the rails. It always does. Those of you who are new here, just going to give my quick little plug. This is a comedy and podcasting channel. I am not a chef. Just trying to get the word out about the podcast. If I can get to 1,000 subs by the end of the month, that would make me very, very happy. We're super close. Oh, I was going to put on some glasses before I cut the onion so that I don't cry. I think y'all will appreciate the glasses. Hello, Alex from Utah. What's up? Okay, you're right, Leslie. There's my protection. I know these are not goggles, but I feel like they're a vibe. So, in order to protect my eyes, this is what we're doing. And if I were a better chef, I would have better chopping skills. My chopping skills are pretty embarrassing. Um, I've never had any kind of professional training. Plus, my nails are super, super long, and that makes it tricky to chop too. Even though people like use their knuckle and they go fast, and I'm just not interested in doing that. I think it's safer, and I'm not in a huge hurry, so I'll just go slow and just mince them like this. Monty, I really need you to be quiet, Monty. Okay. And now I can take these off so that I don't throw anything I don't need to into my sauteed vegetable pan. Okay, I've got enough onion. That's as much onion as I need. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but it's not a lot. I don't want to go too crazy with the onion. Monty, please. Oh my gosh, my dog is just losing his mind over something in the hallway. All right. I'm gonna brown these onions. Um, I just recently bought myself a nice little wooden spoon. Ah, disgusting, Jay. Bug, what's for dinner? It's gonna be ground turkey and spaghetti. Oh my goodness. Catherine's a what are you asking? Are you trying to be rude? Because if you are, you're a twat. Um, okay. Monty is barking. Yes. Who saves lots of women? What? I don't know. I never know what the hell you guys are talking about. I feel like you're all just having a conversation amongst yourselves while I'm over here making dinner. And that's fine. And it goes off the rails sometimes, and I accept that. But unfortunately, when it goes off the rails, I'm Ukrainian. When it goes off the rails, it makes me like hesitant to do these. I do have a special like membership going where people can sign up for like much smaller much smaller lives, where it's far easier for me to actually answer you. And then that way I know that there's like appreciation that's being reciprocated on both sides, right? Because I think a lot of times my issue with these lives is that people get really freaking weird. Oh my goodness. Oh, I answered the ethnicity question. Catherine, I forget. I don't know what the heck. Oh my God. It's going off the rails again. No beef, turkey, ground turkey. Yeah, Joshua, it's a lot of weirdos. Hi, Bill. It's a lot of freaking weirdos, always. All right, I'm gonna clean this off. I've got 6 minutes left on my pasta, but I'm behind on the cooking of the actual turkey. And when I get out of here and I see that all this work and I got like 3 subs or something, I'm gonna have a panic attack. I'm just doing this to promote the podcast. Nobody in here, I don't think, is even a podcast listener. If you are, please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it's mostly youngins or lunatics. It's a lot of very chaotic things. You're making jalapeno poppers. Oh my god, I love jalapeno poppers. What's up, Beauty by Charlie? How does the chat get weird? It gets weird because it just like freaking goes off the rails. There's always some weirdo saying something out of the blue. Sarah, I do not support Trump. No, I don't think anybody with an okay head situation supports Trump. He's a liar and a puppet for Israel. So, I see that you agree. I appreciate it. This is a Trump free zone because when you see those videos, I forget like the man on the street, the guy that used to work for the Daily Show, or maybe he still does. He'll go up to Trump supporters and he'll he will just like ask them the most reasonable questions, and they say shit like they're from a different planet. The Democrats are out of their minds too. I think if you affiliate really hardcore into one group or another, then you lack critical thinking. That's my personal opinion. If that offends anyone in here, too bad. You probably wouldn't like the channel anyways. All right, back to stirring. My onions are starting to brown. This is very exciting. I'm going to put the garlic in once they're a little more caramelized. just because they'll be more flavorful that way. By the time I mix the ground turkey in there, it's going to just help those onions be sweeter in the ground turkey. In the meantime, what I can do is take my cut onion and put it in a Ziploc bag because, as I said earlier, I'm going to be making French onion soup with it very soon. So I need to preserve. Oh, these bags are too small. I think I bought Ziploc bags that are too small, so I'm going to have to wrap it in tinfoil, which also works. What's going on in here? Okay. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. Oh, I gotta buy more tinfoil. We're running low on tinfoil, y'all. I gotta remember to put that on my grocery list. Okay, there we go. Since this wasn't gonna fit in Tupperware. See, when I say that it goes off the rails, what I mean is like, Dimitri, are you okay? She don't want to see who really does on purpose mad. That doesn't make sense, Angel. You want to make it make sense? You have the same tinfoil billfish? Yeah, it's from Ralph's, I think. Yeah, we can. I'm over it. Hold on, it's moving too fast. Okay, there we go. No more farts. Name an artist for an edit. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Okay. Again, it's off the rail. Okay, I'm just gonna not address the off the rails stuff. I'm just gonna move it along. Okay. We're gonna put the tinfoil back. We're gonna stir the onions again. Although to properly caramelize onions, it would take me probably a good 20 minutes of doing this really on low and not on medium. They're starting to crisp up because I'm just doing this quickly because I want them to taste a certain way by the time I get the ground turkey in. Because my pasta is ahead of schedule. The pasta is already at only a minute 30 left. So I really went a little too slow on this. And I think I'm going to give up where the onion is and toss this garlic in and get this turkey in. And then I'm probably going to need like 8 minutes on the turkey so that way the pasta won't be frigid cold. So there goes my garlic. We're going to saute that. Monty is losing it. All right, what the hell's going on here? Onion, garlic. I'm gonna use this New Mexican special pepper chili. You know how the state of New Mexico has like green and red chilies all over everything? I was there last year and I was able to secure a bag of this red chili. And I think that that would kind of be really nice for the ground turkey. And then I'm just making spaghetti and I like Rayo's pasta. This is the Rayo's pasta. It just tastes better. It's a little more expensive than other pasta, not by much. It tastes so much better. Like I can't even explain to you how good their pasta sauce is, which is what I'm going to be using on top of all of this too. It's just the best. It's just the best. There's really no comparing it. Okay, the boiling water thing is about to go off. So here goes that. So what I'm going to do, oops, okay, timer off. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a big dish and scoop my pasta aside. And I'm running behind. I should have started the pasta later. I could have done the ground beef first, but that's okay. Somebody's out here making jalapeno. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. My fingers are all garlicky and oniony smelling. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Okay, we're gonna turn off where the water was. Okay, just dumping my pasta water. Pasta water is dumped. Pasta is getting transferred onto my bowl while it waits for my turkey. I'm too lazy to make meatballs, so we're just making it like kind of what would you call it? Just loose turkey. Keep using the word loose. First it was a loose snake, now it's loose turkey. Okay. I'll pay attention to the chat when I can, but keep yourselves entertained while I do this. This is also my dinner that I don't want to mess up. Okay. Pasta's done. Time to throw in the ground turkey. I'm going to have to wash my hands right after. Um okay, something about I missed it. I have no idea what the heck. All right. I don't know. I lost track of the chat, y'all. Keep yourselves entertained while I make dinner. If you're new here, welcome. This is a comedy and podcast channel. If you like podcasts, please subscribe. If it's not your thing, absolutely no judgment. Here's the other thing. If you subscribe and then you're just going to unsubscribe, don't subscribe to begin with, okay? I'm telling you ahead of time what this channel is. I want everybody to be fully aware. This is not a cooking channel. I do these random cooking lives, or I'll like be on here doing my makeup or something, whatever it takes to get the word out about the podcast. Because everybody complains about these big podcasts. They talk shit on Mel Robbins and they talk shit on CEO, Diary of a CEO. Got like, there's so much shit talking about big podcasters, and then none of the people doing the shit talking actually go out of their way to find other smaller podcast creators that they actually like. And so me, a small podcast creator, has to get really creative and do what I can to freaking, get the word out about the channel. I don't know how else to do it. I don't have marketing dollars. But hopefully it's worth it when I find even just a couple people to connect with, just to feel a little less alone in the world. I think that's why we're all online. Even though it's like fake connection online, we're doing our best. Okie dokes. I'm a vampire. Am I? Do vampires make pasta? I agree, Eddie. Who watches this stupid crap? I don't know. Right now it says 23 people or 24 people are watching this stupid crap. I don't watch this stupid crap. I'm just trying to promote the freaking podcast. I don't know how else to do it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. The wooden spoon for the for the freaking turkey was maybe not the best decision. Okay. Oh my goodness, I should have used a different tool for that than the wooden spoon. Wooden spoon is not the move, but it's okay. We're gonna go with it. I'm gonna put salt in here. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Because you can always add more salt, but you can never take it out. And then I'm gonna go in with my New Mexico chili. Wooden spoons are for disciplining children. That's hilarious. What's my opinion of the correlation of simps and trolls? Mm, correlation between simps and trolls? I think both people are like chronically online. Those are really online terms. What kind of pasta? It's the Rayo's spaghetti. It's my favorite kind. It's simple and it works. Okay, I'm going in with the chili. Again, I'm just like eyeballing it. I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to like overpower the pasta. Because I have that Rayo's, I have their sauce too. It's a fine product, Rayo's. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do with the chili. I'm not gonna get the plastic bag over too much. So I don't want this all to melt together. I want to be eating what are we worried about? BPAs, BFA, BPA, whatever it is we're worried about now. Isn't it funny how people are like so worried about microplastics and paying $80 for a supplement and this and that, and like the same people don't eat enough vegetables, don't eat enough fiber, don't get 10,000 steps a day, like are pretty sedentary. Being sedentary is really dangerous for you. They're lonely. Being lonely is very bad for your health. They say it's as bad as smoking. And the things like the immediate steps that people could take to better their health, they don't do. And instead, they spend hundreds of dollars on supplements they don't need because they fall for the marketing. And I too have fallen for the marketing. And now I think the goal is just to eat as much variety as I can and just really eat as many natural things like whole food. Don't get me wrong, I eat crap. Like I'm always gonna have a sweet bite. I'm always gonna have some ice cream or dessert, like once or twice a month, Taco Bell. Like I absolutely eat crappy things, but I also eat good things, which I think balances it out. So we're gonna get moving on this turkey. I'm just breaking it up a little bit so it'll be more crumpled. I can't see the chat from where I am because I'm tending to the turkey. So give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Again, this is a comedy podcasting channel. So if you're into that, hit subscribe. That is what I do on here. All right, so probably don't need it on high. It takes what, like 8 minutes to do turkey? Something like that. I just wait till it gets all brown and then I know it's done. It's ground turkey, so it cooks a lot faster than bird pieces. Okay, what are we doing? Good answer, Parko Sturwich about the trolls and simps. Thanks, Emily. Rayos is so good. Botticelli. Yeah, I like Botticelli pasta too. It's definitely cheaper. So I've used that as well. Emily, I am making ground turkey and I made some spaghetti. And so yeah, this is not a cooking channel. Very upfront about that. This is a comedy podcasting channel. You like my earrings? Thank you. My ears are gauged. They're like 6 millimeters. But yeah, if you are a podcasting fan, if you like comedians, therapists, neuroscientists, smart people, relationship experts, lawyers, interesting people, I try to talk to as many interesting people as I can on the podcast. So if you're into that, that is what, hey, Monty, that is what the podcast is about. So, okie dokes. What state am I in? I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas. It's a very snake filled state. Thanks, Emily. I appreciate that. I always encourage people, if it's your thing, subscribe. I hope you like it. I hope something connects with you that you find on the channel. If not, no hard feelings. I always tell people don't subscribe unless unless you're gonna wanna be interested in all of the stuff that's coming out. Because all the videos, all the long form videos that you're gonna see, they're all podcasts and stand up. All right, let's get back to the turkey for a quick second. I'm just trying to be the answer to the podcast that people think might be missing from their lives because I felt like my show was missing from my life. So I created it and I would love to be able to earn a living off of it. I work super hard on it. I've been doing it for 2 years. In only 2 years, I've released 158 episodes. So that's multiple episodes per week sometimes. Every other week, I have 2 episodes. That's why that volume is so big. Normally, it takes 3.5 years for people to hit those numbers. I hit them in 2 years. And so, if you appreciate that I work hard, I'm always accepting a little love monetarily. I work on the podcast for free, about 80 hours a month. And so the more this channel grows, the more likely it's going to start being something that actually can support me. And so I can be in a better financial position, and Monty can be in a better financial position. I'm just trying to take care of him, He's the bestest boy and he deserves all the fanciest things in life. So whatever I can do to get the channel to where it needs to get to, I'm willing to do, even though sometimes if anyone in here is an entrepreneur, although I bet you're all really young, then you understand. Sometimes you just like, you freaking have to get creative to get your thing out there. The internet is free marketing. So I got to do my best to like take advantage of that. And I think that the turkey is almost all the way cooked. I'm just going to give it one last good little stir and really spread it out and give it another minute because you definitely don't want to eat poultry that isn't all the way done. It's not like ground beef where it's okay if it's like a little red. It's not okay for poultry to be red. Monty! Oh, he's driving me fucking crazy. Okay. I am preparing whoever said you'll be my boyfriend, why don't you send some money and like prove something first? Because all you talk all this shit and nobody ever sends money. So, it's not very believable. Monty, shut the fuck up. Um, oh my gosh, you guys are just in here arguing amongst yourselves. I love it. It's so silly and weird. Okay. Couple of weirdos, things going off the rails right away. Okay. Anyways, pretty sure my turkey is done. Um, I have some Parmesan in the drawer. I have some Rayo's sauce that I'm going to use too. And I'm going to put a good healthy portion of this in with my pasta. That way I have some really good protein because I did leg day yesterday and I need to hit my protein macros in order to satisfy my muscles needs for hypertrophy. I really wish Monty would stop barking. He's driving me kind of fucking crazy if I'm being honest. Okay. All right, it's going to be a big portion of ground turkey tonight. Okay. Monty, another little spoonful. And then the rest, I have like 3 more portions of it that I will just scoop into some Tupperware. Okie dokes. You eat the sauce separately from the noodles. Oh my goodness. Dwayne, the weirdos watch your channel. Well, they certainly watch the lives. I don't know if they're watching the podcast, but if they are, great. But I know that you have to just risk it and handle a lot of the weirdness just to get like a few good eggs out of here. There's always a couple cool people. Okay. How many piercings do I have, Ryan? Just my ears. Yeah, just my ears. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. This is a comedy podcast channel, not a cooking channel, but I did just make dinner. I'm going to get some Tupperware so I can stash the rest of my turkey. Yay, we did it. Thank you, Memento? Memento? No, it must be Memento, but I like the 3 in there. That's fun. Okay, we're going to scoop out the turkey. I have like several days worth of turkey now. Probably 3 more portions of turkey out of this. So, gonna be eating a lot of turkey for the next couple days. Hopefully, I actually eat it. Sorry, you guys can't see. It's awkward to do this and not spill and also still be on camera. Oh, I spilled a little. I spilled a little. We got some loose turkey and all of my sauteed onions stuck to the side of the pan. I mean, not all of it. I got a good amount. I think it'll be plenty flavorful. I'm sure that somebody that knows what they're doing would not agree with how much spice I did or didn't add to this, but they're not here and they're not eating this, so that's okay. I'm gonna clean up the counter a little bit. Okay. How you doing, Jasmine? What's up? Hi. Just finished making my ground turkey. I would give what fell to Monty, but I can't because there's garlic and onion in it, and dogs are not supposed to have that. Okay, my goodness. All right. Hi, Eugene. Hi. Are there some normal? There's a lot of mental illness in the chat, as per usual. As per usual. But I know there's new people in here who are normal. But the weird ones, they find it and they stay. If I could just get like a couple, a couple people onto the podcast per live, like 1 or 2, it makes it worth it. Because truly, my throat hurts chit chatting this much. Okay, I think I finished my previous bottle of Rails. So I'm going to be opening a new one. I've got some very not fancy Parmesan. It's not even the good one. If that's okay. Mostly I'm just excited for a little Rice Krispie treat later, a little chocolate, maybe some tea. I bought this Spindrift came out with their own ginger ale that's like a little healthier than real ginger ale. So I'm excited to have some of that. I don't know where this is legal, so I won't say what, but I'm going to partake in a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Treat myself to that. Let's see which Rayos I got. Even though I put garlic in here, we're going roasted garlic Rayos also on this. We're going to do a healthy amount because this is a big ass bowl of pasta with a lot of ground beef in it. So we're going super generous with the sauce. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know what's happening in the chat. Whoever's talking about the pet rock, stop. You're weird. I'm not going to kick you out at this point because I'm probably going to wrap this up and eat in a moment. But like, why? Are you okay? Everybody else, hello. Welcome to my comedy podcast channel. I am not a cook. I am just here trying to show everybody that you have way more options as far as podcasts go, especially comedy podcasts. There are a million of them, and I'm sure most of you know that. But maybe you're just learning about the million and first tonight, which is mine. Maybe it's for you. Maybe something will click. Maybe something will click. And you'll be like, this is great. I love this. And that would be amazing. Is the cooking in the comedy? It's not, but great question. Jar sauce is cheating. Yes, but again, I am not a chef. I'm a comedian podcaster. So you make ragu from scratch. I bet it's freaking bomb. I would love to do that. There's no way I could cook something serious while being on a YouTube live. My attention is way too split. And normally I at least have like a chunk of parm. But I bought this cheapo parm right now because I'm on a budget because I'm trying to get this channel freaking monetized. And here I am working my butt off, 40 minutes, zero tips. Nobody's sent a single thing in here. I got a bunch of broke people in the chat tonight, which is fine. It still matters. It still matters that we're connecting. But I'm trying to make a living and buy some nicer cheddar. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get it together here and be a grown up. But anyways, it has been 42 minutes. My pasta is ready. I'm starving. And hopefully something here connected with you and that you're a comedy podcasting fan. Maybe I'll see you again. I do private chats for people that belong to, I think it's like Monty's crew, the Inas and Monty's crew. Monty's crew gets their own private chats. So maybe I'll see some of you in there. If not, hopefully, you have a good rest of your night. I'm going to go eat my pasta. Goodbye.